All right, everyone, let's look at my website income and traffic report for January 2025 for my new niche sites. I have my third niche site and then my fourth niche site that just got into Mediavine about a month ago. I believe I have a video on that you can check out on my first month income in Journey. So I am focusing on my third and fourth niches. Now, my first niche is a public niche. It's Sponge Hacks. I do share what I'm doing on this niche site, and it's my public site that I've been growing. My second site was my new site that I wanted to try, new Pinterest tactics. And before I go on, make sure to grab my newest Pin to Profit Blueprint. Is a brand new lead magnet or guide where you can earn up to $5,000 a month from Pinterest with these proven tactics. These definitely work, and it's a free guide. So this guide will help you optimize your Pinterest profile so that you can begin getting that traffic to your blog. So with that new niche site, I quickly grew to 45,000 page views in 2 months, I believe, or in a month. I have a video on that as well. And I haven't talked much about that site, but it went and got into Journey by Mediavine, and it's just been a stable website. And I'll probably do an update video on that one eventually. And then I started a third site in a Pinterest loving topic, and then a fourth site that is not a Pinterest loving topic, but I guess a popular topic. It's one of the interests on Pinterest, but it's not one of the top ones. It's maybe one of the bottom ones, I guess. So I wanted to try that. So that's what I'm going to be discussing today. So I have this Canva whiteboard that I made for my niche site, so we can take a look at this. So like I said, niche site number 3 is a popular Pinterest. I can't really dive too much into that, but if you think of the niches that are popular on Pinterest, they're highly visual. I found that it was slow to grow at first, and I had no idea why it took so long to grow. But once I guess Pinterest trusted my profile, trusted the content or whatever, or the amount of pins that I was pinning, or the amount of new posts I was publishing, whatever happened. And from that point on, it started to grow. So in December, I started this third site in, I believe, July. Okay, in July. By December, it had reached 38,000 views. Now, with niche site number 4, that was my newest to get into Journey by Mediavine, and I started that August, and the traffic in December was about 13,000 views. It takes me about an average of 4 months to get approved to Journey by Mediavine. I know that I've heard stories of people saying that they can get in a lot quicker. I believe the people that can get in with like 1,000 page views or less than 10,000 page views, because that is the requirement to get into Journey by Mediavine, which is an ad platform for ads on your site, is because they're using their existing blog that they've had for years. So that blog will have dozens of blog posts already. With a brand new site with no content, I had to build up that content library. There are different ways to do this. Some people will tell you to create 60 blog posts before you even get onto Pinterest. Other people say get on Pinterest, and that's what I say. I started my new site. I got into Pinterest. I started publishing new URLs or new blog posts onto Pinterest to get those initial traffic. So I grew the traffic. It exceeded the 10,000 page views. And within about 4 months, I was able to get into Journey by Mediavine. So in December, for my third niche site, I generated $824 from Journey. For my fourth niche site, since it was newly acquired by Journey, like it was just in Journey didn't have much of my traffic as it was populating on the platform. So in December, I had about $12. So now let's look at January. It's been a full month since I've created the content, and within the first month of the year, you can capture a lot of traffic by targeting certain keywords on your blog. I've been doing that for Twins Mommy. I do have a video on how I'm pivoting from SEO to Pinterest, and it's working. I'm growing my traffic there. But since these sites I created for Pinterest or for pinners, I knew the topics to write about to get, some traffic coming in January. So let's look at the traffic for January. So the traffic for January reached 62,000 views. I did have a highly, viral pin that last month. that is affecting my traffic. So that's why you see a lot of down arrows and reds. It's also new trends that are rolling out. Old trends are disappearing, new holidays are rolling out, old holidays are disappearing. So like there's a lot of this transition and that can affect your Pinterest traffic. I don't think it did on this blog. I think it's just the viral thing that just threw everything off. So 62,000 views for this one. So I went from 38 or 40,000 views to 60,000 views in a span of a month. And then for my fourth niche site, my traffic grew to 25,000 views in January, and it grew from the previous month 83%. So I found a big boost in January for this traffic, and it was happening last month. It was starting to grow, as you can see from last month, and it's just continuing to grow. So I'm finding that this season of life is the best for this particular site. I don't know how it's going to do well in the summer. It might do better in the fall. I don't know. This is a niche that I have never blogged about, so I really don't know for sure. But I'm happy that I was able to find certain keywords for this season in January, this whatever is popular right now, and capitalize on that on this blog. So that's 25,000 views. So I went from 13,000 views to 25,000 views. So that is a big increase because of the content in January, I believe, and a push in December for sure. So let's look at the income for January. All right, so here is my Journey by Mediavine income for niche site number 3. So you can see it was tracking around 64,000 page views or 52,000 sessions, and I earned $1,829. So we can put that in the graph. Here we go. It has substantially grown from December, the income. So in December, $824 or under $1,000, and in January, under $2,000. I mean, that's a fantastic growth. I feel I can capitalize on certain trends and holidays, even throughout the whole year, to get just bumps or boosts of traffic throughout the year. See how this will grow, since, like I said, it is a popular topic on Pinterest. All right, let's look at the income for January for the fourth niche site. Like I said, it is newly into Journey by Mediavine, so it is capturing the traffic, and the RPM for all that is starting to roll out. So you can see here, it tracked 19,000 page views or 18,000 sessions, and it earned $217.32. So for the growth from $12 around that to $200, I think is fantastic. Like I said, this is not a very popular niche site on Pinterest, but perhaps this might be the season that will get the most growth. I don't know. I need to run this blog for a full year and see at what point of the year I will get a boost. Maybe this site does well in the fall, much better than in the start of the year. Maybe this site does fantastic in the summer. I really don't know. Since Pinterest is for people that plan, people can plan from now into the summer, from summer into the fall. So, I mean, I need to capitalize on those topics perhaps for this site if I can do that. There's a lot going on, but let's look at how many blog posts I published for December and for January. All right, so for niche site number 3 in December, for 38,000 page views, I published 23 blog posts. Now, like I said, I have a help of a writer, so I gave the writer probably more than 6 blog posts for December because I was trying to see if this was the season that I can really grow my traffic. I wrote a lot too as well, so probably half of the posts in December. I really cranked them out. I found that they don't have to be very long form, that I can just get to the point, write the post, get the images, and then publish it. So that was what I did in January for 62,000. So maybe all those blog posts rolled out for January. So I got a boost. I ended up writing 15 blog posts for that. So for the fourth niche site, to get the 13,000 page views, I did publish 6 blog posts. And in January, for the 25,000 page views, I wrote 7 blog posts. So it makes me wonder if I didn't write 23 blog posts, but I wrote, both of them had 12 blog posts each if the traffic would have grown past 13,000. I have no idea. Like I said, I am me with 6 blogs, probably more that I neglect, and I have 1 writer. I do use aspects of AI to help me speed up the process, but I am also a freelance writer, so I am a very good writer, a fast writer. I can write 1,000 words in almost an hour, so it's not hard for me to pump out content. I just need the time and I need to focus. But for sites or topics that I've never written about, I rely on a writer who is well versed in that topic. So it's things like that where I will rely more on a writer. And so if my writer is writing 6 blog posts for each of my niche sites, then that's a lot for her in 1 month. I do my best, like I said. The niche site number 4 is not on the back burner, but it's not like one I'm like targeting and focusing on. I'm actually really focusing on the ones that are doing well. Twins Mommy is doing well. My first niche site is doing well. Niche site number 3 is doing well, and niche site number 2 is doing well. Like those are the ones that are really growing almost to 100,000 page views. So those are the ones that I'm going to focus on. The 4th site, if I see like a viral pin, that might motivate me to really pump out more blog posts. But like I said, this is a new niche that I've never really explored. So I don't know where the high points or the high traffic areas are throughout the year. I'm assuming the new year was one, and I don't know if there's going to be no one leading up to school or leading up to the summer. I really don't know. So I'm going to monitor that and see if I can, of course, grow, because I want to grow all my sites up to at least 100,000 page views. So those are the numbers for my 2 niche sites. If you haven't already, make sure you grab my free guide, Pin to Profit Blueprint. It's on Twins Mommy, twinsmommy.com. It's on the homepage. Otherwise, it'll be linked down below. And make sure to check out my video on the first month income for one of these sites when I got right into Journey by Mediavine. And make sure to give this video a like, comment down below, and I will see you in that video.